My name is Telly Liapis. I'm an attorney in the personal injury department here. I've been here for 20 years. It's been a real great thing to see how our office has evolved over the years and, develop both, with our personalities and everybody growing their families, getting married, seeing people start their lives basically and living through that with them. I grew up in the northwest suburbs of Chicago here, went to high school here, went to college in Chicago, went to law school in Chicago. I've only worked in Chicago and been here my whole entire life. My dad was in the restaurant business for 50 years and didn't want me to go into the restaurant business because he knew that that was a really tough world, and he always promoted my sister and I to go to school, get educated, get the best education you can. My sister became a dentist. I became a lawyer. I wasn't as smart as her, so I ended up going to law school. I basically started out of law school and went to a huge law firm with hundreds and hundreds of attorneys, 10 offices across the United States, and then represented huge companies. I started to feel more sympathy for the people that were suing my clients instead of my client, and that's how I knew it was probably time to change over to represent individuals. The person I was sitting next to probably for half the classes I ever took in law school was a close friend of Howard's. I know my friend would always talk about him and say what a great guy he is. Opportunity came up when Howard was growing his practice so much, and I was coincidentally trying to maybe parlay my experience at this firm that I was at into the plaintiff side, and it just sort of was good timing. 200 North LaSalle was our first office. It was probably the size of this conference room, and we were all sort of on top of each other. Where's our kitchen? You're in it. Where's the deposition room? You're in it. Where's the conference room? You're sitting in it. It's like this was the office. Sometimes the thing you remember most is, the cafeteria cheeseburger that you ate in high school, how bad it was, and you remember that somehow fondly, So that office was sort of like a cafeteria cheeseburger in high school. We do not have one mold here. We have different personalities, and I think that that's one of our strengths. We don't expect somebody to act a certain way. We promote using your own personality to the benefit of your client. Every individual that's injured in an accident thinks that their case is the most important case in the world, as they should. That's what they should feel. And as an attorney, it's your job to make them feel that way, that their case is the most important case, regardless of whether it's a multi-million-dollar case or not. I would talk to my legal assistants about these individuals saying, these different files on your desks here, they're not just paper. These are actually people. I think being from Chicago and representing clients from Chicago is a huge advantage. Half the time I'm talking to them about their case, and the next thing you know, I'm talking to them about the pastor at their church who I remember going to an event with and meeting them and, laughing, and next thing you know, we're talking about something totally, more personal. And the only reason I would ever know that is because I've been here my entire life. The evolution of our office has really been pretty spectacular as well, going from where we were and knowing the hard work that we put in and the sacrifices that we put in to get to where we are today. Definitely worth it. We've been through quite a bit, some tough situations, but also way more really great experiences and great memories, getting to this point.